Spice, because they are two of the top three drivers in the Yokohama Independence Trophy. Dastay's already retired, won't score in this race. So Norbert Michaelis, who was only 6 points behind Dastay when they started the day, should move up into second. But he wants to try and make sure that Oriola is behind him to try and outscore Pepe.
Come on, Norbert, let's have a happy crowd.
Yeah, let's have a happy crowd indeed. Chevy 1, 2, 3. As they come across the line. Ivan now 2 seconds clear from Huff and Menu. And then a long gap back, 6 seconds nearly to Mehdi Benani. 4th position though from the Moroccan driver. Kept his nose clean at the start. Got up into 2nd place into corner 2. Got biffed out of the way, luckily with no damage. And he's driven a really flawless race so far. This is going to give Benani so much confidence.
It's just, and at the front, it just seems like Muller just got this thing under control.
Yeah.
Every lap, he's just 1/10 quicker, 1/10 of a second quicker than his teammates. So just edging it out, and keeping it under control.
On board with Coronel, trying to get a run on Alex McDowell. Out of 3, up the hill comes Montero, 5th, Oriola 6th, Michaelis 7th, 8th McDowell, 9th Coronel.
Alex was on the limit through the...
Yes. Oh, and drifts out wide. And Coronel's got some grip, and he's got alongside, and he denies McDowell the chance to block, and into the chicane. Coronel moves up to 8th place. Well, you know, he's also got a really dodgy stomach this weekend, Coronel. Physically, he looks quite drained, I think. And there's Aldo Frio, his team boss. Well, I know, but he does not look his normal sort of robust self, and that really doesn't help. But again, you know, it's never mind what the tyres and brakes are doing. You're in a race. All of that stuff just fades into insignificance.
I'll tell you what, 20th to 8th place round Hungaroring, that's a pretty impressive performance so far, considering he's in what he's had as an ailing car.
Absolutely. On board, Montero and Oriola in front of us as we ride with Norbert Michaelis. And if people power, like Nigel Mansell says, is worth any lap time, come on, crowd, Norbert needs you now. Got nothing against Thiago or Pepe. Quite happy for them to have great races, but they need a bit of a fairy tale here from Norbert.
He's got a good, good run out the final corner.
Yes, he's not been so close, but again, look at the torque of the Seat, just starting to pull it away.
It has got some straight line squirt, hasn't it?
Yeah. Now Norbert's close enough to challenge under braking. Can he make a move? But he doesn't dare damage the front of the car. It got wrecked last year in the rain that came at the beginning of race 2. Yeah, Zoltan Zangodits, come on. You've got 2 more laps of this, 3 more laps, 10, 11 and 12. And again, Oriola's having trouble getting it stopped.
Those tyres on Oriola's Seat are really going to be hurting now, so all Michelitz has got to do is keep up the pressure and keep right there for when if a mistake comes.
Franz Engstler back out on track, the car repaired. Tarquini's car is being repaired. Dastay is back out of the pits as well, so they'll all be healthy for race 2. James Thompson being worked on in the pits, and on the track, Oriola being worked on by Norbert Michaelis. He's really giving him no moment to breathe. And look how their pace has dragged them up towards Thiago Montero. Thiago was a couple of seconds clear before. He isn't anymore.
Well, they'll be working together, both giving each other a tow. The front car benefits from the tow as well, because it's taking the air off the back of it, so it can move forward at a faster pace.
NASCAR showed us that in the last couple of years, hasn't it? That, you know, the bump drafting pairs much quicker, A, than one on their own, and B, than a group on their own. But yes, they will work together a little better down the straights than Thiago on his own.
And Oriola's got the new spec engine, and Montero hasn't.
Yes.
Sorry, Oriola, yeah.
Darrell Young's car has been fixed, and he's back out on track as well, and that's great because he'll be well up the grid for race 2, and he needs a good result here as well. Oriola still clinging to 6, and as you say, for a 17-year-old, he's doing a great job hanging on. Norbert's not got an awful lot more racing experience, maybe 1 year more, even though he's a little older. Originally started gaming, and then he's going to drive down the inside. He comes. Listen.
Can he stop it?
Crowd are watching it and cheering him every inch of the way. Yes, he goes through by Pepe Oriola for 6th position. Now, can he get another one off Thiago Montero?
Well, Thiago hasn't got the straight line speed to protect him like Oriola had, so it could be possible on the run up to the line if he can get close to them out of turn 13.
Yeah, 2 more runs down into the first couple of corners. on the end of lap 11 onto lap 12. That's it. So Thiago Monteiro in 5th position at the moment, and again for Thiago, you know, clinging on and hoping that by Portimao he might have the new engine that Oriola's got. At the moment, if he can stay in front of Norbert Michelis, he'll be a very happy man as well. But Michelis has already jumped halfway across the gap.
Yeah, he's I mean, the car's very hooked up, it's very well.
And where's Coronel come from? Suddenly, this is the view we had a lap ago from Michelis. Suddenly, Coronel is all over Oriola.
These BMs aren't going to want this race to finish.
No, I know. And again, you know, so many times you think another 2 or 3 laps, you could really have seen the balance of power start to change dramatically between front and rear wheel drive. Race distance generally is just too short for the BMWs to have enough time to counter a front-wheel drive car.
Coming back down into turn 11, there's only 13 corners on the circuit, so they've got 2 180 degrees.
Coronel's going inside into 12, and if you get up the inside, there's no way you can go all the way around the outside there and hang on parallel. Great move by Coronel, and Oriola in the end saw him coming, didn't fight that too much, did he? Now then, on to the last lap, the leaders, Muller, Huff and Menu. So too is Bernani, but this is the battle they're looking at. Monteiro and Michelis, and then Coronel in 7th place from 20th place on the grid. That's quite remarkable. With Norbert into corner 1, he's not close enough. Can he make a lunge in corner 2? Not going to be close enough. He needs a good run from here and then try at corner 4.
The difference he's got now, Monteiro's car might not be as fast in a straight line, but in terms of experience, Thiago is a little bit more experienced than Oriola, isn't he?
Well, and the other thing,
there
of course,
and done everything.
The other thing, of course, is he's not fought anybody. So he's been able to nurse his tyres as much as he possibly can while keeping the speed up, Thiago. Whereas, of course, Norbert's been working them harder, and so, of course, had Pepe Oriola. But both BMWs are close enough now. In that left uphill corner 12, if Norbert gets his nose inside Thiago there, Coronel's going to go through too, yeah.
It's going to be close.
And Thiago knows it. Look where he parked the car, in the middle of the road into the chicane. He's not cared about going in, it's about coming out. And was there a little rub there? Was Norbert so close he helped Thiago accelerate?
But
they are all over him.
As long as you keep the car tight.
See the black smudge on Norbert's bumper as Coronel's coming up the inside. Tom, no, don't have him off. You will never leave the circuit in one piece. Norbert gets shoved down. Coronel has got the bit between his teeth. No friends here, no colleagues. It's all about moving up the order. Coronel to 6th position. Ivar Muller is going to win this race at a canter. 2 seconds clear of Rob Huff. Alain Menu completing an all Chevrolet podium. Let's assume that Mehdi Bernani is going to be 4th and get back to the battle behind. 5th will be Monteiro. 6th will be Coronel. Mehdi Bernani, 4th place. Great result for Pro Team. Now a 1-car entry. Great result for Thiago as well. Fantastic drive for Coronel. Norbert Michelis, a little deflated, I think, with that. Might have had a chance to challenge Monteiro for 5th. In the end, got shuffled back to 7th by Coronel. I don't know what tyres Tom did have on the car, but by gum, he made them work for him, whatever they were.
Maybe you should do that, just go around picking up everyone's old tyres. And yeah. That's the best he's gone all weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, do you know what? Realistically, maybe it's the best he's felt physically.
I mean, you've got a couple of things there, Martin. Well, you're one Bernani 4th, his best ever finish, but Coronel 6th from the back of the grid. I think that Coronel's got to be the drive of the day so far.
Definitely. And that, of course, at the Hungaroring, a track where famously you can't overtake.
100%.
Well, you know, OK, only 16 cars finished the race healthy, but you've still got to get by them. Ivan's dad and girlfriend and daughter running up behind, coming down to meet the old fella in Parc Fermé.
We were talking about last night, a few years ago, about the second race being reversing the whole grid. And I think that'd be a great idea to bring back.
I'd love to see it. And it would mean that the championship would be really, really, really hard work to dominate. Rob Huff and Alain Menu follow teammate Ivar Muller through to Parc Fermé here after round 9.